Welcome to Writer's Workshop, May 8th. Vocabulary word today is transparency. What I want to know is how many syllables are in the word transparency? What part of speech is the word transparency? And we're going to brainstorm, try to figure out what the definition is of the word transparency. And then we'll mess around and try to find out what antonyms and synonyms we might be able to discover about the word transparency. So that will be the first part of today's class. And when we meet on the phone call this morning at 10:30, be ready to discuss that. The second part of our class is the grammar portion, and we haven't met for a while, so I thought a little review would be worth our time. So what we want to do is we're going to diagram a sentence, and we're going to start off with very basic things. So the sentence is, if we go over the river and through the woods, we can go to grandmother's house. All right, I was thinking of that rhyme around that. And what I want you to tell me is, what is the subject in this sentence? So remember what a sentence is. There are two parts to a sentence. And think about that as you diagram the sentence. Try to break it down into its most basic elements. Subject and the second piece of what makes a sentence. So I want you to figure out what the main subject is, what the predicate of this sentence is. And when you figure out the subject, I want to know, is it a noun or is it some other part of speech? I want you to find the main verb in the predicate. And that's about as deep as we're going to go with this sentence. But the sentence is, if we go over the river and through the woods, we can go to grandmother's house. Now, part 3 of today's class. This is the writing assignment, because after all, the class is Writer's Workshop, right? And we want to share our writing with each other. Or if you don't want to share, and that's okay, write your assignments and just practice, and I can give you individual feedback if you think it's necessary. But this class is designed for fun and creativity, and if you want to write an essay, you can write an essay. But if you want to write poetry or something more creative than prose, feel free to do that. So your writing assignment today is a question, and you can answer it any way you want, as deep as you want to go, anything. But what are you going to do after the pandemic mitigation is over? That's something I'd like you to figure out and share it with us. If you write it before class at 10:30 today, you can share it. If not, we can just throw around ideas. Thank you.